Hola amigos de Trail Running Review, estamos con Zach Miller, con el nuevo embajador de la casa Buff. Hi Zach.
Hi.
New ambassador of Buff. Why Buff?
Yes, it seems like a great company. The people are really great to work with. It's family owned, and the products are really good. And I train in a lot of cold conditions, so I need good products to keep my head and my neck warm. So yeah, it's a good fit for me.
But you are not member of the pro team, yeah? Yes, you are still member of the North Face.
I'm still a member of the North Face, and I represent Buff for neck and head. So they're my neck and head sponsor, and then North Face is one of my other sponsors.
How famous is Buff at US? Trail running, I mean.
Yeah, Buff is fairly well known because the neckwear in the US, everybody calls that a Buff. So if it's made by the North Face or Nike or Adidas or Innovate, everyone still just calls it a Buff.
And there is no incompatibility to have the North Face and Buff.
I mean, there's some shared categories, but you know, the main categories for the North Face, I represent them for. You know, apparel and shoes and equipment, jackets, sleeping bags, tents, things like that. And then the head and the neck, that just kind of works together because yes, there is, you know, there's some competition, but the North Face invests and sends me places, and that's good for Buff, you know, because then they get exposure, and then the Buff works with me and sends me places, and that's good for North Face because, you know, if we do a photo shoot for either company, both companies are you know, have a chance of being represented, at least, you know, on the ends of, like, if I do a Buff photo shoot.
It's like a win-to-win, yeah?
Yeah. If I do a North Face photo shoot, you know, that's a little, you know, a little different. I might do something where I'm not wearing a hat, you know, so then, but still, like, when the North Face sends me to run races in Europe, then I wear my Buff products and my North Face products, and everybody wins.
Okay, let's talk about this season. Which are your focus races this season?
Yes, my focus races. That's a good question.
Thank you.
I'm still figuring it out because I had an injury late. I was training in winter, a lot of snowshoe running and things, and I was getting very fit. I was going to go run Madeira. But then I got injured, so I didn't run Madeira. So then I was hoping to run Transvolcania, but my injury took too long. I couldn't really train for about 5 or 6 weeks. And then when I could train, it was very little at first. So I've been training for a little more than a month now. But now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. So I will either run... So for 100 miles, I will either run Hard Rock or UTMB, but Hard Rock is very soon.
Have you decided?
I have not decided. I'm going to keep training and see how the body feels. I have about 1 month to train for Hard Rock. So if training goes well and I feel good, I may run Hard Rock. But if I feel I need more time, I may run UTMB. And if I run UTMB, then I will also plan to run Buff Epic Marathon. And then in the fall, I plan to run North Face 50 again in California.
San Francisco.
Yes. And then some smaller races along the way. Maybe some sky races.
What about running both Hard Rock and UTMB?
Yeah, I don't think it is wise for me to do both. Maybe some runners can do both, but for me, that is a lot, especially with my back. which was what I heard. So yeah, Emily Forsberg tells me I should do both. She thinks I can do both, but I tell her maybe if I was better at resting, but I don't like. I like to keep training. So yeah, I won't do both. It will be one or the other.
And don't you think this is the best year to run UTMB?
Yes, it is. It is. It is probably the most competitive field on paper that we've ever seen. Now, I know some runners may not show up because a lot of runners are doing, other races, and they might get hurt or be too tired, or I don't know. But on paper, yes, it is the best year to run, especially after having ran it last year and have it fresh in my mind and come back and try again. I really want to run, but Hard Rock is a very special opportunity. If I don't go this year, I may never go again because it's very difficult to get in. And Kilian is racing, and I want, it would be fun to race with Kilian. He's just very good, and I like running against very good runners. So yeah, it definitely is a good year to run UTMB. It's just also a good year to run Hard Rock.
Last year you were the life of the party of UTMB. You were in first position for I think more than 100 kilometers. Will you change a thing this year?
I don't know. The competition is different, so
I mean, will you start so fast?
I'm not sure. It probably somewhat depends what the other runners do. If Kilian is there and Luis Alberto is there, and if Jim Walmsley is there and Xavier and Francois Dehaene, that makes it very interesting. So, I mean, if they go out fast, it will be hard for me. I will want to go too. Or I may want to go by myself. But it's hard to. I don't know. I kind of felt like last year was a pretty good pace, but I messed up maybe the eating, the nutrition, and so maybe this year a similar pace, but do better with the eating. Or maybe a little slower on the climbs and a little faster on the downhills. I don't know. But I will want to find my rhythm, and if my rhythm is fast, then it's fast. If it's slow, then it's slow. But just find the right rhythm and just keep going.
Zach, my feelings talking with you are that you prefer or you want to run Hard Rock before UTMB?
Well, it's hard. I really want to run UTMB actually, but Hard Rock is a very special race, and there is there is a man in Colorado named Bill Duper. He's in a film, a Solomon film. He is a very big fan of the sport, and he is a big fan of mine, and he wants to watch me run Hard Rock. He lives in Colorado, and we are friends, and he lives in Leadville, and I visit him when I go to Leadville sometimes, and he really wants to watch me run he really wants to watch me run Hard Rock, so that is one of the reasons it's so hard to decide, because he is he has many years, he's very old, so we don't know how many more Hard Rocks he will get to watch. And if I don't go this year, then he might not ever get to watch me run. So, and I would like him to go to UTMB and watch UTMB, but I don't think he could travel to UTMB.
You want it all, but it's not possible. Yeah?
Yeah, I can't have it all.
You have to choose.
Yeah, I have to choose. Yeah, I mean, I could just try to do both, but I don't think for me it is smart. I want to race well. I want to try and race well each year. And if I race both this year, I'm not sure I will race well next year.
Okay, Zach, new ambassador of BUF. This means that we are going to see you more often here at Europe.
Hopefully, I like coming to Europe. And yeah, hopefully I will be here a bit more often doing whether it's meetings or photo shoots or races or media things. But yes, I really like coming, and yeah, hopefully this will mean coming more. I think it's possible to come more because with the extra support of another sponsor, I can travel more, and yeah, it just helps because it's expensive to come, but with the sponsors, it makes it possible. So yeah, hopefully a bit more, although I do like training in Colorado in the mountains and staying very high. So I'm selective, but yes, hopefully a bit more.
Okay, I'm going to ask you the last question, but I want you to answer me with only a word, yeah?
Okay.
Which kind of races do you prefer? European style or American style? One word.
European.
Ok. Bueno, pues aquí lo tenéis, Zach Miller, el nuevo embajador de BUF para todo el mundo, y no sabemos si lo veremos en UTMB, habrá que esperar. Thank you, Zach.
You're welcome.
Thank you.